Previously on Follow the Leader. Today we're playing Mew Mew Magic by Alice V. For those of you who are new to this game, here are the basics. Mew Mew Magic is a no-dice, no-masters game about young magical heroes who have to worry about school, saving the day, and their magical destinies.
I have taken the yellow color. I have Tyson Sunspot Jones, Sunny for short. That's he, they. For the look, Sunny's got a spry body. Their power is, like the name, Sunny, but specifically like light-based, not a fire orb in the sky-based, and aerial.
Hi, I'm playing Stacy Williams, he, him, question mark. He is little bit Chunupyo. The look that I chose is a whispering voice. My power is occult and dark. I'm playing the purple, which is all about being mysterious and quiet and, you know, shitty as fuck.
I am playing the red one. My name is Jace Mason, pronouns he, him. My look is an intense face. My power is strong and gravitational.
Yeah, I am playing the green one. My name is Malcolm Big Mac Kalawai'a. My look is burly, gentle, curly hair, and warm hands. My power is grounded and healing. When I say grounded, I think literally earth.
Jace was working the table.
Hell yeah.
Has Jace just been, like, standing on the other side of the table the whole time?
Yeah. Was trying and failing to fix this problem as well. Not trying to use powers, but at this point just walks up to this girl like, man, you just don't want us around, 'cause you don't like what we stand for. But you know what? We don't need a table to get pledges. We don't need a spot. Ping Pong can have this. We're gonna walk around and we're gonna get recruits just because of how fucking awesome we are, alright? We don't need you. We don't need permission. We got this.
Wow, language, like defaulting to swear words to kind of give strength to your argument. Okay. Sure, you're allowed to walk around because it's like a free campus and your students here, but I am going to need you to get this pile of disgusting garbage off of the quad first, please. Thank you.
I think Stacy, like, grabs a corner of the blanket, or of the sheet that we've got over the table, and, like, lifts it, and, you know, nods to, Jace, like...
Yeah, it's now Jason Stacy carrying around this blanket.
yeah.
We're now just carrying around this giant stupid banner.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, she's like, oh, and I'm so sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name's Stacy Keene. I'm the vice president of the student government.
Awesome.
Oh no, not another Stacy.
Stacy's, like, just glaring at her now, and it's just like, the universe will not look kindly on your presence. That's a regular move, referenced in Greater Mysteries.
I think the universe can do whatever it wants, but history will vindicate me. And she kind of like does like a little snap in your face, and another one of the legs of the table collapses.
We now return to your game, already in progress.
Just He's trying to pack it up and it just falls apart in his hands. And Sunny's like looking at them like, what the heck did I just do?
And to be clear, like it's corroded. It's like this was not like this when we brought it out.
It's like it sat behind the dumpster behind our frat house for like 20 years instead of being found in the basement or whatever.
Exactly.
Mysterious.
Well, okay. Plan moving booth is a go. I'll go throw this away. Sunny like picks it up and just kind of scuttles off of the table. Or at least like with what's left of it.
Oh god. Stacy looks back and goes, Jace.
Yeah.
We forgot Hermes.
Ah, shit.
Hermes just sitting in the grass.
He's just sitting there. He hasn't moved. He's just chomping.
He's having a great time out there.
He's pretty impossible to miss. He's the size of like a beach ball.
Really? That's smaller than I was expecting. I was thinking like slightly larger.
I mean, I guess the shell is the size of the beach ball, right? And then like his head goes out of that.
Yeah, I guess.
Beach balls are pretty big.
Galapagos tortoises can get massive.
They can get massive. I mean, he could be, the size of a PT Cruiser, but I feel like probably he's like he's like a good sized tortoise.
Yeah.
They can get huge though.
Yeah.
Tortoise that we could conceivably have unburied.
Yeah.
And yeah, Stacy like kind of like waves very patronizingly. You see her nails are like kind of like metallic painted.
That bitch.
And she goes away.
Sorry. In character, as she's walking away, my Stacy goes, what bitch?
We've got Stacy and Stacy. It's begun. We've got a name rivalry. This one's going to go until the end season.
Well, because if she's like, oh well, but I can be girl Stacy and you can be boy Stacy.
Damn.
Now she's just keen now.
Something in that makes Stacy's heart hurt a little, but he doesn't say anything because he's too tough.
That's exactly why I picked that name for that little pain point for you.
Ooh,
hell yeah.
Let's actually go.
Let's go.
Cool. So I guess now it's the student government has come and caused trouble for us. That was the try to stop the protagonists from getting what they want move from the baddies, for the record. So now Jace and Stacy are walking around just carrying the banner between them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is somebody carrying...
Am I attempting to carry Hermes under one arm and failing while also holding this banner with the other arm?
Is he just like slipping down your side? Like, how is that?
I am not appreciative of the precarity of my situation here.
Y'all got to get the big man under your arm there.
Ooh. Perhaps we should carry him on the blanket.
Sonny, you want to take him?
Okay, one special ride going on, and Sunny will like get Hermes up on the shoulders.
This high, you must be witnessing things you've never seen.
This is unnaturally elevated. You realize, of course, my students, that you have become face to face with your nemesis.
Oh, really?
I do realize this.
I just thought that was like a rapid rotting situation, like one of those things you see in movies, some kind of like chemical reaction thing. I don't know how chemistry works. I just thought that's what that was.
I knew there was something evil about her.
That was alchemy.
Alchemy?
Alchemy.
Ooh. Oh, man. Jeez, what's alchemy?
It's like if chemistry was fake.
Oh. Oof.
It is the art of transmutation.
Oh, so like our table leg got transmuted into rust?
Rapidly oxidized.
Indeed.
Oh.
I I don't know that I would say fake, but what if chemistry was mysterious, occult, arcane, perhaps, one might say.
Nodding. Fake.
What if, and hear me out here, we went and did a little something to their booth?
Excellent. I approve of this.
Does student council have or need a booth?
I don't know, but they need like members, don't they? Or to make people know that they exist, probably.
They run elections and stuff.
Yeah. So what if we gave him an election to think about?
Though I do think elections probably are spring, right?
Probably.
Probably. We'll put that one on the back burner, I think.
I think Malcolm comes back with a big plate of like cookies, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bunch of different various cookies, kind of split between like these ones are gluten free, these ones dairy free, these ones they got all the good stuff in them. And it's like
Stacy silently takes a cookie, puts it in his mouth, and just keeps walking.
I got the snacks for the booth.
Oh, hey man, mobile booth now, new plan.
Mobile, okay? Why?
Yeah.
What?
Our table just kind of got taken apart from the inside. Hermes is saying it's like some magic or something. So
Evil has found us.
evil has found us and destroyed our extremely cool and high effort table. I might have helped that a little bit, actually.
They seek to undermine our presence.
Well, that ain't good.
No, it ain't. I was thinking we do a little mano a mano. Is that what the term is?
Probably.
Yeah, I mean, well, mano a mano is 1-on-1, right? So, do you want to go and challenge them to a duel or something, or you mean like let's go have a scrum?
Both of those sound good, but I was thinking like we prank them. Do like a sort of reverse thing, right? Do they have something that we can like mess up in return?
I mean, they got probably they got like offices or something, right?
Ooh, man.
We should leave a stink bomb in there.
They got like they must have like some kind of meeting room or something, and a long term like established extracurricular probably has its own like dedicated spot on campus, right?
Oh yeah, that's right, man. We gotta like mess up their clubhouse somehow.
I mean, yeah, we could do that.
Clapping hands. Okay,
This is a noble goal.
this is a noble goal, or at least a funny one.
Yeah, I guess. What do you want to do that now? You want to do that tonight? What's up? I mean, like,
We wait for the cover of dark.
okay.
Someone was gonna say that.
Yeah, man. Now we gotta win this pledge drive, and then
Oh yeah.
then we can mess these guys up.
Hang on. So if we're mobile, we're not like tied down anymore. Do you think I could like do some things? Maybe.
What you mean, do some things?
And like Sonny will reach into his pockets and pull out like a couple of sort of stained glass sort of situations and light up under his hands since there's plausible deniability and get like a little scattered light show going on.
Nice. What are our transformation items?
Oh, that's such a good question.
Is it the same? Is it like variations on a theme?
Do we have each of the 4 classical elements in like symbol form?
Ooh, that's pretty cool. I'm Earth, obviously.
Are they little rocks that were in this
In the
like,
cairn?
in this cairn?
Yeah, like a fire, water, air, earth situation.
That makes sense. I think that maps pretty cleanly to your air, I presume.
Yeah.
And then Stacy is water, and Jace is fire.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Stacy is occult and dark water.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't quite map onto the 4 elements, but maybe it's like, you know, I got a weird purple stone.
Mm-hmm.
Void, as it
Fire,
were.
air, Earth, and Stacy.
And Stacy.
And Stacy.
Do we have like bracelets?
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Maybe like beaded bracelet. Like I made everyone beaded bracelets, and we put the stones on and like at the end of it as like the centerpiece.
Hell yeah.
I've seen those around. Like remember those was like, oh, there's a black bead and a white bead, and it's like a health thing or something.
Oh, and there's
Yeah.
like water in the beads or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We all got cool matching bracelets. Not beating the basically just the GSA allegations.
Mm-hmm. Color coded bracelets.
God, that's so true.
Incredible. Sweet. So probably like you gotta when you're using your powers, it like lights up, and then when you transform it, like you like do like a pose with it.
Yeah, it kind of spreads out from there. A little bit Sentai, but what is this if not blend together a little bit, right?
Yeah.
One's just got a little more magic about that. I think this is definitely something that he's doing to just kind of it's enticing us with something mundane in this case. We got a goal that we got to complete. He's doing what he can to make a light show, but he's having to like hide that at the same time. So trying to draw attention as we just do this sort of mobile caravan around at this point. Like, are we drawing people, do you think? Or is there a crowd building up of any kind? Are we able to how coordinated are we in this kind of thing? Because we're all kind of stuck together now to keep this thing moving.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'll make a mundane move. Invoke admiration from your classmates.
Oh.
So I think it's part like I'm this cool guy with a cool jacket. And part like I'm covertly aiding you like with this light show by like gravitationally manipulating these little light balls.
Yeah, for sure. How do we feel about putting a clock down? Or two?
Sure.
I think we've done okay with this scene. I was going to suggest we start a clock when we move to the next scene of doing the sabotage mission.
Oh, and Zach, you were saying two?
Oh, the clock, I'm not sure how the clocks work. I don't know how the clocks work.
So, as I understand it, you can just start a challenge clock whenever you think, oh, we should have, like, a gauge of how well we've done at this, like, challenge at doing what we want. I feel like this, like, establishing scene, we're good. We've run this pretty well. But I think if we move into a specific, like, we've got a goal. We want to go sabotage this club. That is a good time to start, like, a 4 or even 6-step clock to be like, have we succeeded at this? And it's just, like, making playbook moves to overcome steps of the clock.
Yep, you've got it. So when we're using clocks, we can use setting element moves to do a challenge or an obstacle, and introduce a clock to represent it, how many moves it takes for us to overcome it. With clocks, 4 steps, like Shrog said, is easy. 6 steps is harder and takes 6 moves. Weak moves can also fill them up, but the last move to fill it should be a powerful one that would take a token, ideally. So, I don't know. Y'all want to set like a 6-step clock for sabotage the student council?
I feel like we should set a 4-step clock for, like, petty pranking the student council, and a 6-step clock for, like, doing a meaningful sabotage on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Like, I think to start with, our goal is to just fuck with them.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
All right, 2 clocks. As laid, I've stuck them under the baddies section, because that's our student council.
Hell yeah.
Sorry to all the hardworking student government organizations out there. It's not about you. I promise.
Okay, so are we just moving past this? Did
we manage to? Yeah.
I think that's the ultimate question, right? Like, did we actually manage to draw attention? I think between.
I feel like we have some, but if Malcolm or Stacy wants to put like a button on this, because Jace and Sunny are doing their thing.
Yeah.
I think we managed to wow a couple of freshmen who are like also a little like, you know, offbeat, kind of like. There's definitely one person that like we've managed to convince this is just sort of like a magician type like sleight of hand frat that might come back later with a drastic misunderstanding of what we do, and like a couple of people who are just like, okay, so there's like a darker, cooler gay club that's not the GSA that I should think about joining.
Mm-hmm. And probably there's people who think it's just that we're just like kind of just a weird like the frat for weird guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, that would do numbers on a college campus.
It would.
Hell
it would.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just throw that down in the NPC section. Okay. Oh, here we are. Where do we like meet back up after all this is done? Do we just kind of crash back at the joint?
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely like.
Yeah, I feel like we're back at a frat house, because, like, it's gotta be a weekend.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one of the first weekends, none of us have a ton of homework, except for...
Mhm.
Actually, I think it's really funny if Stacy has, like, 3 extremely long readings to do, so we're all just sort of, like, back in, like, the living room of our frat house, draped over all of our, like, shitty couches and stuff that we definitely, like, pulled off of sidewalks at the end of last semester. And, like, Stacy's got 3 books sitting around him. Everybody else is just kind of vibing.
Well, I probably am coming, like, I have gone and come back from, like, a half-day like, a practice or something, if it's the weekend.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, yeah, no, just, just laps and strength training today. Not too bad.
Hey, take it easy.
I think Stacy uses his magical powers to open the fridge and toss you a beer. We have a beer fridge in this living room. Crucial.
How we got it? Don't ask. Smile. The beers or the fridge.
I thought you were the one who said that magic was scary and bad.
It is.
We have beer tossing points now?
Stacy looks at the fridge, looks down at his books, and says, "Do as I say, not as I do."
All right, bro.
Crack it, down it. Yeah, man. I mean, like, I think it was pretty successful, but we got to think about the future. We got to think about what's going up next.
Yeah, man.
What?
We gotta prank the shit out of student council.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We need a plan.
Sure. Are they anyone look at the building? Where they're at? Is it like a freestanding clubhouse? Are they in one of the faculty buildings?
They're in this main faculty building.
They meet in one of the, like, faculty meeting rooms, like, at a specific time.
Yeah. They're like at the G.E. Carnegie, like, College of Business somewhere.
Right. Like, this is every other Wednesday at 7 p.m. as they meet in.
Well, that's gonna make it a little harder then. If it was just them, I could make a moat, but I don't want to mess with anyone else.
Yeah, that's why we do it right before their meeting.
Ooh.
Do something that they've got to deal with.
We have approximately 8 hours between the last faculty meeting and the first meeting that the student government has in this building of the month.
Oh yeah, they're like first thing in the morning kind of thing, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, faculty meets first thing.
Faculty meets first thing, and then student government meets in the evening, but nothing happens during the day.
Yeah, it's one of those fancy meeting rooms that, like, you don't need to use a lot of the time.
Yeah. It's like a boardroom almost.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's like a situation where it's like we get a floor plan or something, like the kind of map that they have available, like an evacuation map off a wall or something.
Mm-hmm.
Figure out where they're situated. Like, hey, we could do like this thing or that thing. It's something that's low stakes in this case, which I think would be like swapping out. Oh wait, no, I know exactly what we need to do. And Sunny like claps their hands together. Like we could go and turn like their big table upside down in the middle of the room.
I think that's a very good start.
Yeah, we turn all the furniture upside down.
Yeah, start there because they're gonna have to like waste time getting all that back together. And like if it's anything like the tables in that area are, they're big and heavy.
Oh, sure. Yeah, we can do that. That's not too bad.
Clap, clap, clap. Okay. Now, how do we
Dude.
get in without anyone noticing?
They.
There's a maintenance entrance into the building back here. I may be able to acquire a key card that does not lead back to any of us. Do not, under any circumstances, use your own key card to get into that building during this prank. Looks around at the rest of you. They do check those logs.
Oh.
Occasionally. Especially if something like this happens.
Y'all got key cards?
Key cards?
We've got student IDs. You can badge into buildings.
Your student ID is required to get into any building.
Oh, sure.
Dang.
Fair enough.
That's college.
Stacy pulls the secret move, ask a dad.
Yes, exactly.
Keep a secret. I think we can call that one. Okay, yeah.
Well,
and then
can I just encourage, is Stacy getting this secret card a weak move of do something dangerous by yourself? Because you don't want us to have these cards?
Yes, absolutely.
Incredible.
Do we want to focus in on Stacy for a sec? Like, at some point between now and then getting this card?
Yeah, absolutely. And I have 100%, I know exactly what I'm going to do for it, too.
Incredible.
Excellent.
It does not involve asking Dad. Though it should, probably.
Hey, we want to cut away and figure that one out.
That would be awesome.
Are you like doing a magic thing to do this also? Like, are you going full on transformation to do a solo mission kind of sitch?
Absolutely, I am. Yeah.
So we're like in Ocean's 11 montage of like we have the main scene of us talking in the frat house about what the plan is, and then the intercuts of like each person's part of the plan while it's in progress.
Magical Ocean's 11. Hello.
Magical boy Ocean's 11.
Magical, extremely low stakes Ocean's 11.
Incredible.
Absolutely. No. If we're cutting away to Stacy now, this is gonna involve him, like, very, I think we see, like, a flash of, like, purple and sparkly light coming out from, like, behind... It's definitely going to be, like, behind a dumpster behind the building. Like, he definitely, like, sneaks into an awkward and yucky place, and there's just, like, you hear in the background, like, the tinkling of music of the magical girl transformation. And he is wearing this... Oh, God, what do I want to dress this boy in? Yeah, he's got...
Well, it's got to have a mask.
It's got to have a mask, so the mask covers everything except his eyes. His eyes are only visible during when he is being his mysterious purple boy. I don't have a fucking... Do we have a name for our group except for the Magi?
Nah.
Cool.
No, but I think the Magi, something Magi, and then like green, purple, or whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Even just Magi purple, I think.
Magi
makes
purple
sense.
is I can roll with that for sure. Gotta have a big wizard hat then. If that's
Gotta have a big wizard hat.
Gotta have a big wizard hat. He's got his hair kind of splits in the middle. He got like an awkward middle part now instead of his hair being over his face. And there's definitely like bows and frills on this thing that he is just like fucking wet cat. And he
Is this like Black Mage, where you have eyes and the rest of like a void face?
yeah, kind of.
Ooh, that's fun. Like Vivi and FF9.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
And he is straight up gonna like he's sneaking. He's like, you know, darting around, and then he walks into one of the like guard rooms. I'm guessing there's just like there's security on campus.
Yeah.
Campus security.
Yes.
He walks into one of the campus security offices, and this is definitely doing something dangerous by myself. He like waves a hand, and there is an aura, and the guy's face just goes like blank, and he says,
Mm-hmm.
"Tell no one of this. Reach out and get your key card." And the guy is just like, Stacy's being a little evil here. The guy like awkwardly, like, you know, as though a puppet reaches his hand out, picks up the key card, and Stacy like waves his hand at the thing and basically like forces this man like puppetry style to make a copy of the guard key card. And then after it's over, he takes it in his hand. He like basically slips it into his sleeve, waves his hand again, and says, "Now sleep." And the guard just like slumps. He walks out.
Oh, there's got to be some way it's dangerous though, right?
Yeah, no,
That's
because
true,
that's
that's
not
true.
dangerous.
Let's make a move as magic.
Hell
Show
yeah.
that the protagonist's magic has greater effects and/or consequences.
Hell yes.
Mm,
Hell yes.
okay.
Hell yes.
So when Stacy Keene did her magical thing,
Mhm.
there was like a sound that went with it. Was there any visual?
So when Stacey doing the sound, I thought it was like the
It
sound
was
like
just of the table, right?
of the
Yeah.
table corroding. Yeah, like the way that you can hear like something kind of cracking under pressure.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, I think she was being very subtle in that moment, like intentionally so to, But if our Stacey Williams is being like hypnotizing people into falling asleep, I'm wondering if because Stacey Keene was very focused.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about this is like drawing magical attention. So we have this shot lingering as our Stacy leaves. And you just see the shadow of this guy sleeping in his chair, whatever, and you have like a negative space anti-shadow of an ibis just flick across it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there we
Ooh,
go.
hell yeah.
We've been picked up
Sure.
by the scouting sequence.
I was gonna have just another one of the student government show up, but if we can keep it.
So then the shadow flies over to one of them, I think, then.
Yeah.
Like the president of something or of the
Nice.
student council.
There's gonna be the treasurer.
The treasure. Yeah, actually,
The
that's great. The treasure.
Yeah, very much. Very good. Very good.
So they've been basically alerted that something's going on. They
Yeah,
might not know what.
yeah. I think the like it's the sort of thing where like Stacy's leaving as this guy enters and like just manages to not
Catch like the tail of his cape or something.
Yeah. As this guy comes in, close like real this is a guy's like a baby Gordon Gecko. Kind of like young businessman type. And he is looking at this sleeping guy. He like nudges him. Guy stays asleep. And he reaches into his like little blazer and pulls out a I'm imagining it almost as like a medallion as opposed to our bracelets
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
of a little
amulet.
an amulet basically that is like a little like a little like coin almost amulet with the letter AU stamped on it in gold. And then they talk to him and says, "They've stepped out of line. We just need to catch them in the act."
Nice.
Right.
We'll
So
put
that's Stacy's part.
Yeah, put a segment down on the clock. Hey, Stacy, does Stacy get a token for having a transformation sequence?
Ooh, I think so.
Oh, sure.
Oh yeah, there's a lure. Yeah,
Forgot about
Yep,
that.
that's the lure of magic.
I keep forgetting about lures.
I think it was like a partially or like a an obscured transformation sequence because we don't want to like reveal the stock animation of our transformations until we have like a group battle, I think. So it was just
I'm definitely getting like scene in the alley shot, Stacy running behind the dumpster, like flash of purple out from behind and diegetic music that's slightly muffled.
Yeah. You get the vision. You get the vision. There's got to be sparkles like flying out from behind there too. Like
there's spark, like that's it. Like there's star glitter flying around.
Yeah. Perfect. Hell yeah.
All right.
That's great.
So if we're continuing this little Ocean's 11 montage, what is anyone else doing as part of this plotting?
I think Sunny will also be using their powers. I think he's gonna like do a situation because he's got aerial movement, right? And I'm gonna say that the student council room in the GE Carnegie College of Business is probably not in the ground floor. Like it's like higher up. It's got a nice view over campus. Perfect for evil monologuing when you're looking over the entire campus quad.
Exactly.
Because you can get like the student council president standing with like, arms akimbo over the entire situation. It's not the top floor of the building because it was a little too expensive to just grab that. But I think like Sunny is going to be popping up towards like, it's like a fourth floor window or something. Sort of like waits for evening time, but not on like the Wednesdays where they meet, but when people are clearing out. And he'll do his own sort of quick transform. Not like the full thing, but just enough for him to be able to like get his magic up and together. Like I've mentioned, it's sort of a really unitard situation. He's probably got like, you know how like ninja have like tabi sort of situation, like padded socks. He's got hand wraps and such, things that help him with like getting about. So he's like half climbing, half flying up to this fourth floor window and getting a sense of like the layout in there, the furniture that they can flip over, like other sorts of things that he can look at. Just get a vibe on what's going on there. Yeah, I think. How's this looking? Does someone else want to paint the room here of like, what kind of weird stuff do they have lying around that people just don't see every day? Because I think other than that, it'd be like a pretty staid conference room situation, but there has to be like pictures and like maybe a weird tomb of some kind even.
A weird tomb?
A weird tomb, like TOMB,
tomb?
not TOMB.
Tome.
Tome. Okay, that makes more sense.
Tomb, one's a long
Oh, sure. They've got a book of natural philosophy. That is like on like a reading stand in the center
like a little
of their
lectern.
Like a lectern. They've got a one of those like just a stick on a pole that like a bird can stand on, like a bird perch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's where the Ibis can actually be when they're commuting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and some kind of I definitely think it's like mostly stayed conference room, but there's a little bit to it that's kind of weird. It's like oh yeah, something there's like it's like oh you look at the tables and they've got these like occult symbols like carved into like the edges of it.
Oh,
as if like it's like molded into the wood grain, and like like all the chairs look too nice.
No, what if it's like scratched into it with like ballpoint pen, but like or like meant to look like.
Well, see, because we would be doing that. These guys are.
It's label makers. They've got a label maker that just like labeled all the way around the outside of it.
I think they just got it looking like legit, like real, like they've done it.
Oh,
They got money for it, and it was like a commission thing almost.
It's true. They have the school's backing, so they could pull unlimited funds from
They've
school.
they've got wingbacked chairs.
Oh my god! It's just
with
like
color coded cushions.
Oh my god!
Oh, it's color coded. Let's go.
It's color coded. I really want. Sorry, who's looking into this building right now?
Sunny
It's
is.
Sunny.
I really want Sunny to just be like, oh shit, home decor ideas. We gotta jack some of their style. This is cool as hell.
Oh, we gotta like steal some of this. Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna take those cushions. He's got a plan. But yeah, I know he's like flying around, like spotting it. He's like kind of tapping at the window to see if there's a way in. There's not a way in, but you know, you always try at least once.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's gonna actually surprise someone in this case, right? Like someone comes in like afterwards to like either check in on the room. I think it's gonna be like a quaint sort of mousy person. Like you got your vice president, you got your treasurer. I think this one's kind of like the librarian almost, or the bookkeeper, the minutes taker, whatnot, secretary. That's the word I'm looking for. I think like they come in and Sunny, like having no good sense of danger, but in this case, like he's like sending a little warning message, almost like a calling card. He'll see this person come in and like do sort of like an upside down flip from the top of the window, hide out for a bit, and then when they come to look out, he'll like do a sort of jack in the box out from the top of the frame, wave at them, give them like a finger gun to throw them back on their rear end and scare them before just taking off into the sky.
Incredible. I love Sunny.
Magi Yellow, really having fun out there, but also absolutely giving up the game a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Someone was snooping around outside, someone not normal.
Mm-hmm.
Someone was hanging out outside the window of our third floor meeting room.
Who was it that saw you?
Like the student council secretary. I think someone that's like mousy, small framed, like definitely not the bravest, but definitely also an observant type. Definitely notes taker, minutes taker kind of situation.
Mercury.
Good, yeah.
I've been like kind of looking at like the noble metals for them from
it.
alchemical to like, you know, to kind of contrast them against our natural elements kind of thing.
Good. I like that.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we'll take that. So we've got gold, we've got mercury.
Stacy, it began as steel, but maybe she's like arsenic or something.
Arsenic.
Okay. Or just
Something-
iron.
Or iron, yeah. She's just corrosive or slash works with metal.
Good control over it.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, hell yeah. But yeah, I think he'll like give a situation. He's like, yeah, you know, I could take a look around and see them. I'm sure they've got some nice stuff. And then when he gets back, it's like a plan. Turn everything upside down and steal the cushions.
Hell yeah.
I feel like you guys are getting too much heat. You know, you leaving a guard asleep. You're spooking people through the windows. I feel like we're gonna. Are we sure that we're not biting off more than we can chew?
Hey, man, you can cool things down, right?
I don't know, man. I try to go along to get along. You know, I don't know that I can. I don't know what I can do in this situation. You know, I'm like a Earth guy, and they're so high up.
Hey, just throw them off the lead. Bring them something nice. You know, we're trying to make friendly with them after the whole table's itch, right?
Maybe. But I mean, yeah, maybe. I am gaining a token by selling myself short.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I guess I could go and say, you know, try to make peace. But I mean, it's not making peace, is it? It's like lying.
Rude.
Yeah, kinda.
I'll do my best, man.
Hey, you're lying, but we're all lying in wait, huh?
Hey.
Hey.
Damn, man. That was fucking wordplay.
That was sick, dude.
Astute observation.
All right. I will get the remainder of the cookies from the pledge drive. And I guess I'll go to the student council building, to the business, the hall of business, and their thing.
Yeah.
Who do I meet there?
Oh, that's a good question.
I had imagining that the president would be platinum.
Hell yeah.
I think that tracks. Yeah, the most noble of metals.
Mm.
Hey, who wants to be the prez? Anybody? Strong flavor?
I don't mind being the president.
Hell yeah. Hit him up.
So I think the president is sort of a kind of tall, little bit beefy woman, girl, college. Short hair, sort of looks you up and down and says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, your VP had a little bit of a heated conversation with some of my boys earlier today. At the pledge drive.
Yes.
I just wanted to, come and hash some stuff out.
I see.
I got cookies. I got gluten-free. I got dairy-free. I got chocolate chip. There was no nuts used in the production of any of these cookies because you can't have no cross-contamination.
I see. Well,
Big Mac's got that safe serve.
hell yeah. She takes the cookies. She just like takes the plate sort of slowly, reaches up, eats one, and goes, "I see. Damn good cookie, I must say."
Oh yeah, I'm all about that stuff.
You make them?
Yes. School of the Culinary Arts.
Makes a fine tribute to our cause. She puts them sort of down on the table, like right next to the evil tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And sort of turns back and says, "Because you have offered this tribute, I will give you a warning. We know what you're up to. We don't know exactly. We know something. Don't cross us. Know your place." And then she takes another bite of the cookie.
Listen, we had, I remember earlier in the summer, we had a little bit of tete-a-tete. I don't understand why we gotta be at odds, right? You guys got your stuff going on. We got our stuff going on. Why can't we just get along? They gotta be in each other's way.
Food for thought. So about your student group dues, I don't believe you've paid for this year to have your group registered.
I ain't the money guy, but I know that money's been taken care of.
We'll see about that.
Oh no.
She flips through she's like flipping through a clipboard. Nah, fuck it. She's like, she glances down at a laptop that's sitting and, clicks on a few things and then looks up and says, "Were you needing something else? We're very busy here."
Hey, Prez, what's your name?
Fuck. Making me come up with names. How dare you?
Yeah. I pull my move, which is name people.
Fuck.
Speaking of moves, Zach, are you counting this as doing a mundane move of giving someone a gift?
Yes, which I don't. I guess that is. I am making a move. Yeah, so that is a move.
Yeah.
That counts for the
clock.
The clock.
Yeah.
We'll call that a segment.
Hell yeah. Fuck.
I think what Big Mac is gonna be like, sure, I'll get out of here, but you know, I just want you to know, it doesn't have to be like this.
Yeah.
I'll take it under advisement.
I'll leave.
I think her name is Julie.
Julie. Okay.
She takes another cookie. That's as we sort of fade to black on her, like munching thoughtfully on a cookie.
That's the final shot.
Mhm.
As you hear the door like shut.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like my segment of this little montage here, I don't think I'm making a move in it yet. I feel like it's pretty straightforward. It's just Jace practicing using his gravitational powers to flip things over.
Oh God, that's right. I forgot that Jace could just do that.
I love that, actually. That's wonderful.
It's so funny that you were struggling to carry a turtle earlier.
Yeah, I wasn't transformed.
Yeah, sure.
I just try not to like hurt Hermes or something too, right?
Do we think
Yeah.
that we can only? Is it that our powers are much more like much stronger when we're transformed, or that
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
only
Sure.
use them while transformed? Okay, because I'd have been imagining that we had a little bit of power when we weren't.
Yeah.
Like we got like cantrip style things when we're
Mhm.
not transformed, but when we
Mhm.
are, it's like full on
Mhm.
do everything situation.
Like level 20. Like, yeah.
Hermes does not want to be affected by gravitational powers.
You have to pick me up using your own two arms. Learn how to use your strength, and then learn how to use your magic.
Mhm. So I think this... It's just because it's more difficult to, like, manipulate things finally, in the sense of, like, turning a thing upside down instead of just lifting it and smashing it back down with gravity powers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little scene of, like, Jace with Hermes watching, just, like, trying to flip over a textbook.
Oh God, that's right. Because like it's not like a telekinetic situation. You're manipulating
Yeah.
gravity, so you have to like kind of do some weird shit.
Mhm.
It's like making different things in the room like super dense to make them turn that way almost.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Or like making like gravity fall in a different direction or something.
Mhm.
Like that button that you press that reverses gravity in video games.
Hermes
Mhm.
is getting flipped upside down at some point though.
Oh, for her, 100%.
Oh.
So we once again, like, skip the full transformation sequence, but it's just, like, Jace in the house, in the transformed outfit, which I think is slightly more on the Sentai side.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
maybe not a full helmet situation,
Hell yeah.
but it's, like, the spandex suit. It's a jacket that's, like, reminiscent of what I wear in my civilian form.
But like,
but
spikier.
the big touchstone is, like, the heavy boots, and it's also, like, a pair of heavy gloves as well.
Hell yeah.
Just, like, those anchor points.
Mhm.
Nice.
Nice. God, our uniforms are all over the place.
We have no unity,
Yeah.
Zero unity of design.
but it makes each of us unique.
It does. I think we do see like we don't see the full transformation sequence, but we have like a shot of the outside of the house where like one of the windows like flashes red and sparkly.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
Wonderful.
All right, we have our plan. Shall we get to flipping?
Let's get to
Mhm.
flipping.
Yeah, I think to sort of help things along, and since we got to close out with a powerful move, I know exactly what Sunny's going to do, and Sunny's going to create a distraction. I'm spending a token.
Hell yeah.
So to give everyone else cover to like do this thing, Sunny's just going to be out front. And it's a situation where obviously he's doing it as Magi Yellow, so it's not like anyone knows what he does. But like a solo, random performance situation, dance show, light show, like right out front of the building, the kind of thing that's like, hey, something's happening here, but look here specifically and not anything else that's going on in there. like draw people to the windows and away from paying attention to whatever's going on in their situation.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like giving everyone else some room to operate. But what's everyone else doing in this sitch?
So, to start with, we definitely use like Stacy's key card to enter through the maintenance entrance in the back. As our civilian selves, as our normal cool teens. We're 19. And as we are walking down the hallway, Stacy's like, all right, team, let's form up. And then he like flips his hand up and gets this like fun, cool wizard transformation sequence with a lot of like, a big bow, flies out behind him. He's having a weird time. He's wearing a wizard's robe, which is definitely not a dress. It's mask. I'm a mask.
Mm-hmm.
Do we call out our magi names once we finish the transformation?
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
Nice.
Magi purple.
What's it look like for magi red and magi green?
I think it's like being in the like world shifts to being in a garden.
Ooh.
And there's like a swirl of flower petals and leaves that kind of like surrounds me and then flies away in bits as it's like I got heavy like gardening gloves, not like heavy gloves in the same way that Jace has heavy gloves, but like sturdy, like it's basically like overalls meets a wrestling singlet.
Yeah.
With like a straw hat, like gardening hat. That I like kind of run my thumb across the brim to finish it off to like do the pose that's got my bracelet gleaming in it. It says, "The earth turns."
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes.
How about magi red?
Yeah. So I think it's the bracelet glowing, and then pound my fists together, and then the big heavy gloves. I feel like it's a difference between like the work gloves for Mac and like Knuckles the Echidna style gloves for Jace.
Nice.
It's like that caliber of absurdly big. Like those appear, and then like part of it, like the red outfit starts to trickle down the arm that way with like the sparkle effects, like building it on. So pounds the fists together, and then does a pose with a big stomp, and then the boots spring into appearance, and the sparkles continue up the legs, and then it meets in the middle of the chest with like a big flash and like a symbol on the chest.
Nice. Let's go magi red. I think for Sunny, it's like there's a blackout for a bit until a spotlight kind of comes down from ethereal nowhere above. As that spotlight comes through, Sunny like slowly steps into it. From out the light, it's the normal outfit, but as they step in, like, feet in first, it's the pair of like padded socks. Up the legs, it's turning into that sort of frilly unitard situation, like almost kind of a tutu, towards like the bottom part of it. Arms in, there's the hand wraps, there's some arm protection, and then head in, it's like a pair of sunglasses, like wraparound sunglasses on their face, as they have just like a big shining smile, and they do like a sort of acrobatic flip into a blade pose situation.
Hella.
Hell yeah. You should take your token back for having a transformation sequence.
Abso.
I have taken one for having one as well.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yeah, I guess I also got one.
Team
Oh, yeah.
transformation. Let's go.
Woo!
We had to get one.
We gotta do a team pose. We gotta do a big
We
team
gotta
pose.
do one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
Except for
yeah,
missing
is
Sunny,
it?
because Sunny's outside.
I like how we're doing this team pose. There's maybe a Sentai explosion behind us after this happens. And I like that this is happening outside, like in the hallway of a administrative building.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it like the thing where like the animation cell of us is overlaid over a like matte painting of the cosmos or something?
Yeah. Yeah. And then we're just like, it's like a jump cut, and then the same cell is just like in the fucking hallway.
Mm.
Yeah.
Damn.
And Sunny's like, okay, I gotta get out there. And it starts like sprints out.
Yeah, just fucking books it.
So, hey guys, logistical thing because we have about an hour left.
Okay.
Mhm.
My thought, do we want to have, because we're about to finish this prank thing with Sunny causing a distraction and us like doing this while that's happening. Do we want this to lead into a fight scene with the student council for the 6-step clock in order to close out the session, or do we think that's going to take too long?
I think that feels right.
That feels right to me too. Yeah.
I'd agree.
And like we don't like it's like the moves don't have to be. We don't have to like. I mean, it's a 6-step clock, but it's like I think that's the 6-step clock is to like legitimately act against the student government. If we're just having a fight,
That can be its own clock. Yeah.
that could be its own like smaller clock that like you know, and then the meaningfully get in the way of student council operations that remains in the background.
Okay, yeah. I think we can open up a clock under magic because this is a chaotic thing that we're doing for sure.
Yeah.
Brawl with the student council, baby.
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
I just wanted to check in before we led into that.
Yeah.
That part doesn't have to be part of the recording.
Yeah, because we do have
But-
about
No
an hour
worries.
left.
Yeah, I think, and I think we can get through a fight scene. You know, it's not like a real. It's not like we are like going round by round and rolling dice and stuff,
Right.
Yeah.
picking action.
It's true. It's not like we have like
Turn order.
turn order or
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's fair because, strike, our table gets destroyed. Counter strike, we flip all their stuff upside down and take the cushions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Climax, we get into a fight.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Thank you for indulging the interruption.
No
All right, back to
problem.
it.
Back
Oh, yeah.
to it. All right. So now we've got this eclectic group of heroes walking up the hall to dramatic music towards the student council room. The
And
door
then
is
Sunny takes an abrupt right outwards.
Mhm.
Actually, that is the question, right? Like, we do all this. We pull
Mhm.
one over on him. How soon does this come? Does this come literally as we're in the midst of this?
Well, I mean, it's their sanctum, and we've been there twice today already, 3 times
Yeah.
if you including stealing the key card. So I feel like they're ready for us.
I feel like it's a couple of days later.
Is this a couple days later?
It's a couple days later from when we talked to them, right? Because we planned this out on like a Sunday and it's Wednesday night.
True. So, yes, in the act or like a little while after? That's the main question.
So my pitch was I thought it would be funnier if we do the turn all the furniture upside down thing.
Mm.
Like, and it's kind of disappointing to watch like these transformed people just very casually like flip furniture upside
yeah,
down.
like we're
like using magical powers, but it's still just like a very silly prank.
Yeah.
And then we walk into the hallway and the 4 student council members are there like also transformed and ready to fight us.
yeah.
Oh, God.
My pitch was gonna be that the 4 student council members are like they come downstairs to confront Sunny during the distraction, and then we all have to we all notice out the window that Sunny is now in trouble, and we all rush down there. But I kind of like the idea of them just standing in the hallway when we're walking out. Distraction completely not working.
Well, it kept them from being like here and waiting for us.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they
Right.
had to dive out to see what the heck was going on.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they see Sunny and then realize what's going on a minute too late and like rush back, ready to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Sunny get in any good taunts before they start rushing back to discover us just casually flipping their shit?
If they're looking out from the window, I think Sunny will sort of pause for a bit and then shine a spotlight their way and just sort of mug towards them.
Hell yeah.
It's making faces from way down where he is.
Stacy's doing something mysterious with so that's a keep a secret move. Is doing something mysterious with their chairs. Just like there's a glyph on there now that wasn't there before. Don't worry about it.
There's no problem here. It's fine, Smile. But yeah, so they eventually wrap around and then catch you all in the midst, right? That's the sitch.
Yeah.
Putting Sunny out of commission for a little bit because Sunny has to abruptly take flight to get over there.
I mean, you could probably come in back through the window.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sort of, any way around, but they have to take a little bit to get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna take a sec. So, hey.
Yeah.
So we've got these student council members,
Mm-hmm.
and they're also in their, like, magical girl outfits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How do they look? Yeah.
Yeah, how do we feel about President Platinum being white as her main color?
Yeah.
Secretary is
Oh.
Mercury being silver. Treasurer being gold,
Mm-hmm.
shinier to be distinct from Sunny, and Stacy being like a rusty orange for
Hell
their
yeah.
color schemes.
Hell yeah, I like that. I also like the idea that, like, their, like, costume design is, like, very coordinated, like, very much, like,
Oh, yes.
very unified, very streamlined.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, does this have the vibe of a student uniform as well?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, obviously the college doesn't, but like...
Like that's the situation, like a blazer and like tie.
I think they're a little businessy, too. Like, they've got, like a little bit of a lapel on them. They look very,
Mhm.
like, power suit. Oh, like, it's of, like, you gotta have some, like, 80s power suit, shoulder pads in there.
Like a blazer, tie, lapel pins, big shoulders in the suit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the lapels are, like, spiky.
Power suit that looks a little bit like armor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Masks that are more like masquerade, tuxedo mask style,
Absolutely.
rather than Stacy's.
Absolutely. Yeah, like the opposite.
The domino mask, yeah.
Yeah. We just got so lost in the
Nice,
sauce.
nice.
Okay. Stacy is like standing, there's a mysterious and invisible wind blowing Stacy's like cape and hair as he just sort of stares them down and says, "So you've come to stop us."
So you've come to stop the heroes, sitting on a chair backwards.
Yeah. Back me up here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm here. This is the kind of stuff that was going to happen with this kind of escalation of, I can't imagine that we could just be like, hey, we got you one, and we can leave it even, Stevens.
I think Julie, steps forward, puts a hand out, a sword materializes in her hand as, like, a long flowing cape, like, materializes on her back.
Oh man.
It's like, we did warn you not to get in our way. We're not here to stop you. We're here to punish you.
This is, man. You know, sometimes you just can't, some folks you just can't get along with, huh?
I think the student council secretary will sort of step up in the president's shadow. This one, I've chosen the name of Wright with a W. They'll sort of like push up a pair of, the glasses.
Yeah.
The glasses, the reflective ones, the big round lens ones.
Yeah.
As they produce like a set of like fountain pens from the sleeve. Again, very ninja-like in this situation. I took a look into this one after the first sighting, and y'all really getting up to some problems here. So why don't we nip this in the bud?
These guys all have weapons.
Well, we have to be properly ready to deal with you all.
I was as you say that, Stacy like flicks an arm out and like a staff appears in his hand, and then he turns around and he goes, "Do you not have a weapon?"
I think I'm gonna take a weak move. Jace is gonna stubbornly walk into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm just straight running forward. I don't need one. Let's rumble.
Throw a punch in there. Let's go.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So are we fighting just in this hallway?
Yeah.
Or in the...
That was my thought.
Okay.
Or am I picturing the situation?
Big Map. Malcolm's looking around at the 20 feet of ground between him, of air between him and the earth.
Mhm.
He's like, okay. Hey. He's about to be like, hey, let's take this outside as Jace just fucking charges, and he sighs again. And he's going to go down into like a ready position, like a football, like he's on the line, and says, "Okay, hike." And I'm gonna back up my boy.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I think at that point, Sonny will come careening in through the window, sort of going, if Mac's going low and Jace is going mid, Sonny's going high. We've got like an air tackle situation going on overhead. Like, hey, hope I'm not getting here too late. We up for a hall brawl?
Absolutely.
That's not a thing, man.
I'm making it a thing, man.
Ugh.
It's a thing now. Ugh. It's a thing now.
Yeah, I'm trying something new.
Are either of y'all making a move about this?
I was gonna stand up for myself, but then I guess I don't know that I'm taking care of a friend in need
Fair.
so much as helping a friend in need.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm in there. Boy, I don't know. I don't have like a obviously I don't have like a fight people move.
Yeah. I was just curious if this was like a big moment enough to be that, but it doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. You're fighting. What I guess what do we cut to? Is this just like a lot of shots of us wrestling and punching and tackling people?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, and like, I guess the question too is like, who do each of us kind of like map up to here as well? Like, who are we? What's our main duelist situation?
I kind of want Stacy to be up. I was gonna say I kind of want Stacy to be up against Julie, but I was kind of playing both of those characters, so it's probably a bad idea.
No, Stacy versus Stacy.
I was gonna put Stacy against Stacy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Stacy against Stacy. You're so right. I almost forgot about
Stacy
other
against
Stacy.
fake Stacy.
Fake Stacy.
Fake Stacy. Stacy with an E against Stacy with no E.
Yeah. Yeah, no, and so that means that Stacy's definitely gonna be like, I will banish you from this earth, foul imposter.
You're gonna kill me? This is like a murder threat? That's awful.
Obviously not.
You're awful.
Obviously, I'm just going to send you to the Shadow Realm.
The Shadow Realm? That was localization for hell.
Well, I suppose we know where you're going then. And he just fires off like a big fucking purple ass, magic missile style. Is this something that other people didn't think was possible? I don't know. It's magic.
It's magic.
It's like glitter magic, is in this case.
Yeah.
I'm wondering what Stacy's weapon is. If they're all pulling out. I thought it'd be very funny for Stacy to be like getting on your ass about you threatening to murder her and then pulling out a gun.
That would be so fucking funny. I love that.
Actually, though.
But
Wait,
actually,
can Stacy be aligned to lead instead? Actually,
Mm-hmm. She's the base metals, which is lead and iron and copper. And
I like how all the other people get a single medal, and then Stacy's just fuck you guys, I'm doing whatever.
The vice president needs to be flexible, versatile, and all things to all people.
Shut your foul
Blam
mouth.
blam.
Flam, flam. Oh no.
Pulls out a Glock 17. Um, it's
Jeez.
magic bullets.
It's Stacy's just like, I hate you so fucking much.
And I think in the middle of all this, Malcolm is like picking people up and tossing them around. He can't use any of his earth magic because we're here. We're
on the
like
third floor.
We're on the third floor of a building. But I think he's gonna just kind of pick up the treasure and just kind of like huck him away and look over at Julie and say, this is way more hectic and chaotic and crazy than if we had just pranked each other and let it lie. You know that, right?
Sometimes rabid dogs need to be put down.
That's a crazy thing to say to me.
Well,
You guys, this is the thing, because you have the bird, right? We know about the bird.
how do you know about our bird?
Because we got the turtle, man. Come on. Keep up. Turtle told us about the bird. They're like, rivals or something. So your guys just trying to push you against us and tell you that you're more important than us. But we're both doing the same thing. We're both exploring the beauty of magic, man.
Magic is not what you think. This is our Stacy being like, beauty of magic. There is no friendship in this chaotic, dangerous field.
Okay, Stacy. You're really not helping my fucking point, man.
Don't mention it. And Stacy just fires off another, magic missile ass thing at Julie, who dodges ably.
Mm-hmm.
I think meanwhile, Sunny, catching on to Big Mac throwing the treasure out, sort of like, okay, I got this one, and we'll do a midair team up swing to alley-oop him into a chair.
We could be doing homework right now, is what I'm saying.
Don't remind me.
Nerds.
I'm trying to empathize with someone who others wouldn't by talking to Stacy, that's Stacy, Julie, and be like, hey, we're one, not that different, and two, this is really a waste of both of our times.
yeah, no. And I think that she's starting to kind of agree with you, but also we're in it at this point.
Oh yeah, everyone else is stuck in and has to maybe calm down at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think you can do a school move here, honestly.
Ooh.
We're causing a lot of noise on these upper levels. I think it's one of the situations where this brawl's happening, but we can start to hear footsteps.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're blasting stuff. I'm sure that walls are getting broken, windows are shattering.
Lockers, maybe. I don't know. Did you have lockers in college?
Isn't this an admin building?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This is they're probably elsewhere, but yeah, not here. So there's security, and I think Mac will just say okay, this is going on long enough, boys. Let's mosey. And I'm going to run and jump out the window.
Nice.
Nice.
Full on jump, and the earth is going to come up to catch me.
Very good.
Just a big hand from the ground.
Hell yeah. Stacy's gonna take another look at other Stacy and say, perhaps you're a worthier adversary than I first thought. You lived.
Perhaps you're a little piece of shit.
You'll live to see another day. And he just
Language.
You made me so mad.
The feeling is mutual.
I think Red will probably cut you off with a flying pen between the two of you.
Mm-hmm.
The tip of the nib just kind of
Sticks into the wall.
implants itself in a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. As Mac is making a ramp basically for everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that Stacy's gonna disappear into a different direction than everybody else. using the strong move get out unnoticed. Basically, I think Stacy's gonna just like pull his cloak around him and just kind of be gone.
Oh, you like Meta Knight out of there.
Yeah.
Nice.
You guys find him sitting in his up in his attic bedroom an hour later with no idea how he got there, and he is not saying.
Okay, and Sonny will hold the hand out to Jace like, hey, Tate, move out. Let's out.
Yeah. I think I want to put the button on this here. I'm using that term again.
Yeah.
So I think let's say the treasurer, who he never gave a name to.
And threw away, yeah.
Miles.
Miles.
We have right. Let's put Miles in there.
Yeah! Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
I'm here for a little bit of that.
Oh. Also, Stacy definitely stole their big tome. He's got it. He's looking at it now. He's reading it.
Hell yeah. So I think Miles comes back, like, up a flight of stairs, having been thrown down to the second story or whatever. Very upset. Just like, come on, security's on its way. We can get him in trouble. We gotta keep going. And I think Jace then is gonna make the powerful move of channeling my emotions to perform a feat of strength. And as Jace and Sunny start this little team move, Jace is gonna, like, throw a punch past the four, and there's going to be, like, a little distortion effect in the air, like, in the middle of this. I'm imagining, like, an open hallway with, like, a railing and, like, a big open space where the stairwells go. And I feel like there's, like, this distortion effect in the middle of that space, and, like, the 4 student council members are, like, kind of sucked into it. Like, they get smacked backwards into this, into the air, while Jace and Sunny make our escape.
Hey, Luke is getting held back! And Sunny will just, like, with Jace, fly out the window, just giving him a little, stuck out tongue and, like, wiggling fingers expression as they go backwards out.
Alright. And we head down the ramp and back to our frat house. And all their furniture is upside down.
Upside down.
Upside down. Mission success. I think we need to have our big final fight on the quad.
Another day.
Another day.
Yeah. I think there's the security guards like start running to get like chase after us, but all of their golf carts are sunk 6 inches into the ground.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Some of them run inside just in time to see the gravitational effect dissipate, and for the 4 of them to, like, fall onto the top of the stairwell.
Oh yeah, like off the wall, yeah.
Yeah. And and then we're back at Trismegistus' house. I would call that a mixed success.
Hey, we made it through. I'd say we got it.
Hey, we did it.
Oh, we didn't take the cushions, though.
We didn't take the cushions.
Dang it.
How could you have forgotten the cushions?
They weren't our colors anyway.
It's true.
No,
it's
they were
true.
other colors.
They were
But
their colors.
I don't know. This all seems so. I don't know why. I mean, why are we even fighting? Why do they have such a problem with us?
I don't know. Maybe there's some history.
Ancient history.
Says Hermes.
Oh.
But beyond that, ancient tradition.
What does
I
this
would
tome?
recommend.
What do
You
think?
stole their tome?
I stole their tome.
You stole their tome?
I stole their
Oh,
tome.
Oh,
that's
no.
a good one. They're gonna want that back. No, but I was about to say that my counterpart, I believe, is positioning you as enemies to them, these alchemists. But the truth of the matter is that your two groups are whetstones to each other's blades. It is not about victory. It is about refinement. Honing your skills against skilled opponents. If they must believe that they are in the right to do so, let them. But match them wheresoever you can, and together the cause of magic will advance.
How delightfully ominous.
Hell yeah, man. Magi House on 3?
All
Yeah,
right.
1, 2, 3. Magi
Magi
House.
Notes. Excellent. No notes.
Yeah. All
Well,
right.
heck, gang. That sounds like a game to me.
That sounds like a game.
Hot dang.
Alright.
That sounds like a season, almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What was that? That was an episode of a season for sure.
Yeah, the episode of a season.
Yeah.
We're setting up
Yeah.
some stuff.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Things are happening.
That seems like a good hook of like they think that they're trying to like rid the world of magic, but actually we're by us clashing, we are just making magic more powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's it. You know, that's a destiny thing, right? We're getting a mission to focus on.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Next time we're gonna have to draw them into some sort of battle that will increase both of our strengths.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah. And then we'll get to see the fun results of the magical traps that
Oh boy.
that Stacy set in their building.
Oh yeah, you want to give that? That's our like post credit scene. Is
Yeah.
they like
yeah,
get
after
everything.
everything's said and done.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
set everything back and then go and sit down in their chairs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is that there is an unearthly, horrifying scream, not from any of them, but from the glyphs themselves, and it becomes impossible for them to inhabit this room because anytime they sit down, it just is filled with the sounds of the screams of the damned.
Oh, that's gonna take at least a week.
Yeah, I like that like right is like we have to
Balance the budget.
and Julie's like no, we're not going to give them the satisfaction. We're going to sit here, we're going to get some headphones, and we're going to get to work.
You're all in a group Zoom call with each other.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
Excellent.
I meant just like headphones to like block out the screams of the damned.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. And then like our final shot is one of them like turning around to grab the tome and like their hand resting on like nothing.
Very good.
Very good.
Oh man.
All right, well, that was Mew Mew Magic. You can get the game at lssv.itch.io. Thanks, y'all, for listening. I have been Shrug. You can still find me on Blue Sky and on Tumblr at The Secret Frog, or just Secret Frog. I forget which is which. Playing with me today has been Cory.
Hey folks, my name's Cory again. Catch me here with you in your ears and in your audio feed, or catch me on Sagas the Sunless Reach.
Playing with me today has been Sam.
Hi, I've been Sam. You can find me on Tumblr and Blue Sky as Sassytail, and I don't have much else going on for me right now.
And playing with me has been Zach.
Hello, I'm Zachary Riddicks, and you can find me on Blue Sky at Zachary Olson. That's what the name I write under, to dispel any confusion. And yes, you should listen to Sagas of the Sunless Reach, because it's good. If you want to listen, if you liked the Stacy's snipping at each other, if you like people being mean and or verbally sparring and or just real fraught, high dramatic like tension, you should listen to Sagas of the Sunless Reach, Hydra Delta Blues, because that's just crazy.
Absolutely. Okay. And shall we clap at the top of the minute?
Welcome, one and all, to Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends, the actual play podcast that steals. What does that mean? That means that we take stories from corporations and come back and tell our own fanfic-inspired actual plays with them. We do things like a Star Wars podcast that takes place 300 years after The Last Jedi. What if any Zoids media was good? We tell stories in those spaces that are better than the ones that the corporations tell us, because we're not f***ing cowards. Please, come join us at Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends to hear a plethora of wonderful stories every once in a while on the Moonshot Podcast Network. Riley Hopkins and their amazing friends. Hosted by me, Riley Hopkins.